Hey guys, crippling depression here, and today I have an announcement. I'm going to be completely rebranding my channel, technically. More or less the same thing, but, I'm going to be changing it up, because some faggot on the internet decided to also be called Butter Warrior, and they're more popular than me, and probably have been around a lot longer. I would have been on the scene before, but stuff happened. So, I've decided, I've been thinking about it for a while, and I've decided to completely rebrand my channel. For several reasons, for several things. First off, complete name change. The channel is gonna be good. New name change, new avatar, new arts. It's gonna be You're probably, why the mask? Why the very fancy tie and the Falcon costume and this? I've decided that another thing I'm gonna be doing on my channel is seeing my face on any day other than my birthday is now going to be considered taboo for the channel. On my birthday, I will record a video, hopefully, if I remember. But every day on my birthday, I will be recording a birthday video. I don't know what I'll be doing every year, but, you know, probably another review. Yeah. Well, those the only days you can see my face. You know, so you can see I progress and stuff. But anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? The other thing, is that I'm going to start doing my reviews with my face to the camera. My face hasn't been seen too often. And this video is going to be going up before I completely change the channel. So this is technically the last Butter Warrior 626 video before the rebranding. This is just the announcement. I decided to make the announcement before I did anything, so that way it doesn't come as too much of a shock to my 10 subscribers. Hopefully it'll be at least 50 by the end of the week. Just kidding. We all know this channel is doomed for failure. Yeah. Hold on. Anyway, I only have like about 19 minutes, so let's get on with it. Now, today, just as a little sampler for how, the other thing, new studio, I guess. I wouldn't call it a studio, I just decked out my bed with wicked awesome fort, and, that's kind of about it. Also, the masks and the get-ups will change sometimes. But I'm pretty sure it's mostly going to be this. I might change the costume. I might go with like a Spider-Man costume so you can see the tie better in this lighting or something. I don't know. If I have fans, I get all kinds of stuff. So anyway, let's get on with it. This is going to be a double review today. Something small, then something not as small. For the review. So anyway, let's start off with the small thing first. This is, I'm not sure when it came out, but I know this is from the movieverse. This is Click. He's a little guy. I don't know the thing. They're always changing the size class stuff. I don't know if this is what exactly this is, but, it's one of the small guys. I'm pretty sure, Scout class. It's probably what it was. Scout class. Click. Anyway, as you can see, he's this is what we used to call a cell phone. Back in the day, these were called flip phones. I think this is back when flip phones were still considered to be usable, but people would make fun of people who used them. It opens up just like a flip phone. It's got, you can't see it, but there are little buttons here. There's little dials. It's very well detailed. I've actually, in my youth, when my parents were done with their flip phones, they took out the batteries and then emptied it out and gave it to me. So I definitely know how they work, sort of. There was a working flip phone in my life. I just couldn't call on it. Got a little readout display thing there. Come on, focus. Okay, I guess not gonna focus. But there is a display. It's got some readouts. It's got the Decepticon symbol. This is a Decepticon. There's another little thing right up there. Not much detail. It's just a cell phone. Transformation's surprisingly easy. You just open up the phone, and you take the bottom half of this and you pull it out like so, and you just kind of fold it down and rotate it, kind of like that. This is how I've been doing it. If I'm doing it wrong, just tell me. It's all good. I don't like reading the instructions unless I'm confused. Especially since the instructions are absolute garbage nowadays, am I right? Very hard for people like me to see them. Anyway, do the same thing on the other side for the other leg, and there's like a heel you can fold out. The little silver parts are heels. You just dig in there and fold it out. Although you can't stand unless you flip them around, so they probably do go like that. But I look stupid as fuck. Anyway, and then you're going to take the sides, you're going to fold it down, just a skinny little panel, fold that down, fold it up, orient everything properly, so you have a little arm. Do it the same thing onto both sides. Oh, and if you haven't already, on accident, mine's a little loose, fold the phone, top of the phone around, and then fold it back down, so the buttons are forward, right? Open up the mask, and it reveals a little face. He's got little eyes, got a little face. He's got little claws. It's a neat little dude. I gotta speed this along. So let's continue. Articulation. He's got a ball joint at the shoulder. He's got a ball joint at the elbow, so he could technically go this way and then this way. And this doesn't really count, but his claws can do, they're hinged. And also, real quick, these can hold guns. Here's a gun I can just grab. There we go. Here's Titan's Return 6 shots gun. Guns. I just leave them combined. He can kind of hold it, just really loosely. But as you can see, he can hold it quite solidly. Since they're open claws, you could say that you could just clip it in, and it kind of does work. So anyway, there's that guy. Childhood piece of mine, just the greatest. I only have about 10 minutes, 10 more minutes to do the next guy. This is a double reel. So anyway, here's the not so small guy. I acquired this piece recently. I think about Christmas. I got like 6 Transformers. This guy was one of them. He was kind of an afterthought, but I am kind of glad I got him. Generations Deluxe, a wheeljack. That's his name, right? Fuck. Yeah, this is his name. Wheeljack. Hell yeah. Oh shit. I had a whole plan. It's all going wrong. Here he is. Here's Luffy's. And we're starting off in robot mode because there's just too much to explain. Too many tips going into vehicle mode. Too many. I gotta show you how to store the stuff because it stores in everything stores perfectly in vehicle mode. Just too much explanation that goes from the transition to robot to vehicle. So I'm just gonna start off in robot mode. And anyway, here he is. He has light piping, but I do not have a flashlight for which I can show you at the moment. And he's got the classic wheeljack hood, chest. He's got arms. He's got legs. Articulation is actually pretty good for a deluxe class figure. His little cannon can go up and down, but I'll show you why in a minute. His wings, you can kind of pose them at any angle you want. His shoulders are on a ball joint. Mine are weak because I've played with them a little bit. He's got a very tight swivel. Fuck. Just above the elbow, which is double jointed. Hey, your boy got that double joint. And on top of that, wrist articulation. And his hands are open. You could do the thing where if you have like a sword that has like a long enough blade, he could probably dual wield it if his arms were a little longer. I've already tried getting him into a position where he could dual wield the weapon. He surprisingly enough, he has a waist swivel as well, a ball jointed ball jointed at the leg. He's got a swivel right above the knee, and he does have a knee joint that kicks pretty good, but it's kind of useless when he's got these. This is one of my pet peeves when it comes to Transformers, is when the lower leg is so big that it pretty much trumps the knee joint. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't even get him in a sitting pose. I could see it if you're doing like an action pose or something, but if you want to get him like a sitting pose, it's retarded, because you can't actually get him in a sitting pose because his giant fucking massive thunder hooves are in the fucking way. Speaking of thunder hooves, that's my only problem with this figure, is his legs are a little big, aren't they? Look big. That's alright, because we still love him. He's very good. Very good. His foot also has articulation. Although it's not a direct, he can technically move his foot up and down for transformation, but it works. He technically does not have an ankle pivot, but he has a toe and a heel pivot, and if you move them together, you can kind of get something going there. If you do it just right. So technically an ankle pivot, I'd call it more of like a heel / toe pivot that you can just use to pose him. His feet don't really go up, but they can go back, which could help for some kind of weird pose. Anyway, posability on this guy is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. For a deluxe class figure, anyway, in my opinion. For weapons, he comes with the saddest little pair of wrenches. These are branded as wrenches. That's only because you could say the clip is like a part of a wrench, or you could say it's, and speaking of clips, you could clip these together if you wanted to. You could clip it like this. Sadly, these are all clipped in a very weird way, as to where they have to click in a certain way. That's mostly due to storage. You can clip them in together like this, or you could clip them on together like that. Don't know why you do that. It's kind of weird. As for storage, you can technically store this on the robot mode. I saw this. You can't really see this well on camera. Well, that's like right there, right above my pointer finger. You'll see that little thing. It's actually a screw, but the way you can clip these onto there. So if you clip it right next to me, like so, and you fold it up against the back, you totally have some fucking wrench storage. And that's pretty cool. Now the gun, I was talking about the gun earlier. You can unclip the gun. It's on another clip. As you can see here, you can just fold the clip up and you can wield it as a gun. See, he can have a gun, and there are the two clip ports up there. He has two, so if you wanted to, you can fold these up on here and then just give him a bit of a G1 toy wheeljack vibe going, with the double stuff up there, and then he has like a gun for some reason. So yeah, overall, this guy is great. But now it's the vehicle mode, and the vehicle mode is one of my favorite vehicle modes. That's because it's just so good. Moment. So anyway, we're going to just remove all the accessories, move the wrenches. If you can't see the detail on these wrenches too good, these look like engine bits, and you'll see why in a moment. The gun, real quick, with the gun, there's a little hinge, and you just kind of, fold it up like that. One moment. There we go. So anyway, to transform this guy, you're just going to want to start by just like ripping the back off and folding that top panel inward. You're going to want to just kind of fold, because these little wing tips, you just kind of fold those in, and just kind of, there's a hinge back here, that you're just going to want to fold down on that, and on both sides, and then just kind of slide them in, and then fold these wings down, so they'll be ready for vehicle mode. For the toes, there's a specific way you gotta do it. You gotta fold it all the way down, and fold it up, and it just kind of tabs into place on both sides. And getting it back is you just pull this down and fold it up. It's actually quite easy, it's quite fluid. And then just put pretty much the whole front of the car together. It's kind of funny. It's got a bit of arm morph gimmick, by the way. Well, I forget to mention that. So anyway, with arms, what you're going to want to do is rotate these tires all the way around, fold the arm up, rotate it so it's like that, and just kind of like keep it like that actually for now. Now what you're going to want to do with the car is you're going to want to take this, fold this up, pull this down, and it'll pull the head and all that into the car mode, and then just put it on top. Plug it on top. You're going to finish off the arms by getting it to where, swiveling everything, to where the hands face up, and then also the elbows face up as well. I fucked it up. Then you're going to want to fiddle with these side panels, fold those up a little bit, kind of fiddly. Oh yeah, and the front of the car, the knees kind of like fold up. But anyway, I want to fiddle with the car pieces so they're in place. Now this is very crucial. You're going to fold the arms up on that black joint, and there's like little holes back here, and little things back here. And before we do that, actually, there's a hole right here. This is weapon storage. You take this and you just plug it into there. I always leave, it doesn't matter which side the silver part's on, I just leave it on this side because it's where the, you're going to want to fold this up, make sure the little things are in the holes, and you're just going to want to fold this down. There we have, technically, the car mode. On these green bits, there's these little clips. You just clip the wrenches into the sides, on both sides. And there we have the car mode. Now, the car mode is an exceptional car mode. It's just the greatest. I know I sound like Trump, but it is the greatest, indeed. And this is a really nice car mode. Really nice car mode. I'd love to own this car, of course. And that's kind of it. It rolls really well. I'd show you, but I'm in the air, technically. It does do one more thing, because it is technically a remold. I forget which nigga it was. It was the blue guy that turned... He had like a flying car mode. He had like a flying car mode. Fuck. And I'm going to show you that real quick before the fucking camera shuts itself off. So I will be right back. And we are back with limited time. I got into the winged car mode. Pretty good. As you can see, it's kind of weak. It's not as good as the other modes. But anyway, there's that. Basically, just fold the wings out. Anyway, complete rebound. I'll see you guys later on. Peace out, man. Peace.